Alright boys, you know what time it is. It's time to play some Paladins. I know I've been hyping this game up, but that's also because I think that this game is really fun and that we would have a lot of fun playing it together. So yes, it does get compared to Overwatch. I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. Overwatch is a great game after all, except for some dubious decisions, if you know what I mean. And Paladin so far, guys, it's in beta, but it's still very plays very well actually. And there's some really cool features inside the game that actually make it stand apart from most games that, well, I guess Overwatch, Smite, yeah, you know, these kind of games that make it stand apart. So we'll get into some of that after seeing some gameplay. Hopefully I can bring back a win for y'all.
Select your champion.
Because that would be awesome. Yeah. Knessa, Sniper. I'm sure you'll see some similarities to some Overwatch characters once we get into the game itself. But really fun. Again, a lot of the kits might be similar, the skills might be very similar, but there are just certain additions to this game, certain features that make it play very differently from Overwatch, and even things like how quickly we get out of loading.
The battle is about to begin.
Rather choosing your champions just into the game. It plays very quick. It's something that I feel you can pick up anytime and play, especially when you're short on time or you want to burn a lot of time, whatever. It's just easy to pick up. And we'll get right into it. This is Siege.
Out here, I'm judge, jury,
combination
and executioner.
Of both. Capture the point and then push the payload. Okay, so we'll go into this feature in the game more outside of the game itself when we have calm and quiet. But for now, I'm going to show you what they call the loadout system. The loadout system is basically a way for you to customize your playstyle. So you can see right here, I've got cards. Whoa, cards. I know, guys. I know. But it's a lot simpler than something like Paragon's card system. And we'll go into that in more detail outside the game. But I've got cards here that really help me focus on my sniping. See, scoping it out by 100% speed. Movement speed while scope increased by 75%. Some mine stuff, but really it's all about the sniping with this loadout. So once you pick a loadout, you are stuck with it for the rest of the game. You cannot change it halfway through or any part through at all. And so that's a bit of a decision that you have to consider carefully. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a position right here, drop my mine right here, drop my mine.
Do you know who you're messing with?
Ooh, fair bit of missing going on. Hello. Double kill. Help my friend cap the point. You know, not enough people cap the point. Cap. Like, we just got a bunch of kills, guys. Please cap.
Watch your step.
I hear people come in, so I'm gonna go back up. Except that I failed to go back up. So I'm gonna have to walk around, which is sad. But we're capping the point without much resistance, which is really nice. That's a robot.
No, you wanted the hard way.
Oh, hello. Hello there. Didn't watch your flanks. That was a mistake.
I'll just leave this here.
So, I'm sure you can see some of the similarities already to a certain Overwatch character. Not going to say Widowmaker's name. But there's also some really cool things about, you know, you've got the charge up sniper, very similar. You've got mines, but you've got charges on your mines, so you can drop more than one. And the mines themselves. Hold up! Hold up! Ogbog's on a rampage, boys and girls.
Is that all you got?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm so scared right now. Please
Serpentine.
save me. So you can see,
Serpentine.
I dropped low on HP, but your HP does regen if you get out of combat.
Butt.
Oh, get sniped, bro. Yes, a successful push. And your boy Ogbog didn't even drop a death, dude. Damn, this guy. This guy is ridiculous. So you see, you have something of an item shop here, except it's not really an item shop. It's more like a passive ability shop. You got stuff like, but once you pick one from any of the categories, you're locked into the one, but then you have a choice. Do you continue to buff up that one, or do you go for something
Point
cheaper
spawning
in
in 15
another
seconds.
category? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for kill to heal, because yeah, getting kills from stations
A
and then getting
tactical
300 HP
garment.
back is great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. The big E in the middle of my screen is my ultimate. My ultimate makes it so that any shot to the upper body does 50% more damage. And it doesn't have to be a headshot.
Try and run.
Where is everybody? They are all hiding because there's very distinct on. Oh, I got right there. Oh, like. Alright. That's smart of it. Alright, I like this, I like it.
Enemy triple kill.
It's evolving.
Enemy quadra kill.
This guy got a quadra kill. Damn, boyo. Alright, so
Mark's on the point.
I'm not gonna make the mistake that many people make, which is to go in on my own. Wait for the rest of my team. What's this guy doing? Hello. So I'm also gonna set
Watch your
up mine
step.
right here in case I can flank. Wait, that person just took her teleporter in. That's a sniper. So the F on Kanessa, this character, is a teleporter. Unlike Widowmaker's grappling hook, it's don't think it shows the movement animation actually.
Bring it out the big
Yeah.
guns. Now the fun begins.
That guy's dead. Okay, we got the point. Now we just need to complete the push. See, nobody's pushing the payload. These guys are a little bit better though. I think they were chasing the push. But there have been some games where it's just not good, man, what they do with the payload. So I like to put one mine onto the payload and then one mine elsewhere. Because what happens is the mine stays low, which makes it so much easier to hit your charged up sniper rifle shots.
Do you know who you're messing with?
Oh, I missed right there, but we're zoning them off the payload, so we're fine. Gosh.
Together we are strong.
See, those are the mines I'm talking about. Oh! We need to be careful right here. That's an ult right there. Oh, maybe I could have fired my teleporter. Wow, this guy likes to flank. This guy likes to flank. He's been real sneaky. You know, he's been real sneaky. But I'm onto your tricks, boyo. I'm onto your tricks.
Enemy killing spree.
Alright, we got two guys down. We shouldn't all filter back in. Let's wait.
Bring it out the big.
Yeah. No.
Is that all you got?
What? What? Oh, he's got some strange shooting. I haven't played that character, and I don't see him all
30 seconds remaining.
out. Except that I can kill him.
Try and run.
Double kill. 15 seconds remaining. Killing spree.
Please push the payload.
9. 7. Enemy 6. 5.
Oh!
4.
Ah!
9.
Why? I don't agree with that guy's decision to back because we had just killed 2 of them and our whole team was coming. So I get that he was taking a lot of damage, but nah, that was actually the wrong move by him. I feel. should have stayed on the payload. And this guy, I haven't played him, but I've seen him in a lot of games. He's got a lot of moves. Not only dish out damage, he's got like stingy, not a deflect, but like an absorb, channels it, and then deflects the damage after that. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure. Maybe that wasn't.
3, 2.
I'm just a little bit salty. You know, I activated my ulti, sniped 2 of their backline, and that should have opened up the win. So, but that's okay. You know, like sometimes you get people that just do things like that. Yeah. Okay, I'll put one mine here.
I'll just leave this here.
Oh, they're definitely looking to snipe me.
Do you know who you're messing with?
I need to regenerate my HP. What's this guy doing just sitting here? Hello, sir. Okay.
Watch your step.
Got one guy. Gotcha, kid. Boiooooo! It's the Ogbog show. Okay, we're pushing like really aggressively. I don't know what's up with that actually, but they don't seem to want to contest it. This is gonna be game. This is gonna be a game, ladies and gentlemen.
Defend left flank. Victory.
Alright, nice. Well played, dude. That first round, we just smashed it. This guy is probably the quadra kill. That's a really... I think I was probably the first one to fall. Why is everybody so low? Wow, this guy is this guy low. Something brought them really low. Was it his ulti? Damn. Well played though. Cleaning them up. This guy got most damage. Did I even come close? No. Wow, my damage this game was comparable to these other 2 guys. This guy jumped way ahead. Wow. Well played, sir. Well played. Alright. Level up, get a chest. So this is perfect. Let's go into the chest and see what we get from it, okay? And that'll lead us very nicely into the loadout chest. Okay. Oh, rather the loadout system. Let's open this chest. Kaboom! Acquired loot. None of this is for the characters that I actually play. This sounds really nice though, actually. So you can see you can activate a booster to get a bonus item, but it doesn't really matter. So these are the cards that you use in your loadout. Let's take a look at what I mean by loadout. First of all, it's actually really loud, so let's tone it down a bit to, 75%. Okay, champions. So we're playing Kinessa just now. First of all, let's run through some of the skills, just because it's kind of cool to see them, right? So we had the sniper, which you saw right there. You didn't see me use the transporter all too much. I'm still not that good at using it. I think the mobility that it brings, it really breaks away from actually, the traditional sniper. Like, you always think snipers have an escape, but there's just a lot of nuances with this. The fact that it actually teleports you, so you don't actually see the movement of Kinessa, can actually confuse a lot of enemies. I've done that by like chance sometimes, like just when I'm trying to run away. It blinks you. It doesn't actually show you moving, so it's very tricky. What else about that? You can actually use it to chase, which is something that you can be very aggressive with as well. The oppressor mines, you saw me throwing those out a couple of times, and I talked about the slow, but there's also the fact that your carbine does increased damage, 30% increased damage to enemies affected by the slow, by the mine. So the carbine is the auto attack fire, not the charged one, but the auto attack. Headhunter, you saw that, it does not use ammo as well, upper half of the body, so I think that body shots already do a lot more, but then I think if you get a headshot, then this is on top of the headshot damage, and it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Loadouts. This is where it gets really cool, guys. Okay. Let's talk about this. First of all, let's just go to create. Well, first of all, when you go to any character, they'll give you a basic loadout, and this means that they'll just put one together for you that they think serves you well. Okay, great, cool, right? But you can create your own, and these are 2 that I created on my own. But let's go to create an entirely new one. And what you see here is there are 5 cards, okay, 5 loadout slots, and you need to fill all 5, Right now for Kinessa, I only have 5 cards, right? So let me just put in one of each. Pop and pop. Okay, you can see that after I've put in the 5, I already have 5 out of the 12 loadout points taken. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just putting in a card at its base power already fills up 5 out of 12. So you're thinking, okay, so what do I do with the other 7 points? Well, what you can do is you can then power up the card. You can see it jumps from 25 to 50 to 75 to 100%, right? It can max out at 4 points. And you can see we went from 5 out of 12 to 8 out of 12 like that. So I've got 4 more points I can use. So right now I'm thinking, okay, what do I want, right? Even before you pick any cards, right? But I mean right now, because I only have 5 cards to pick from. But let's say you have all of these unlocked, and you can unlock them with coins, by the way. Let's say if all of these unlocked, you need to start thinking, okay, what do I want? So let's say I want to build like a sniper build, right? So of course I take the sniper ones, right? But of course I only have these other 2, so I'll just put them in first. But then I'm thinking, okay, so I want to build into a sniper playstyle because I like the sniper playstyle more. So definitely quick scoping is something that I want to do a lot of. Maybe all 4 points. And maybe I also want to move a lot faster when I'm scoped so that I can strafe attacks and that kind of thing and just remain scoped, right? And then I want to be able to see enemies, like highlight them, like if they go back into hiding after getting chunked, because that's what enemies do, to see are they running away, are they going to return, you know, for a cheeky return fire. So I'm going to up my reveal as well. Right, so the mine cards, which is not huge in my gameplay, I just leave them as it is, and they still apply their benefits passively, you know, faster cooldown, increased beam range, they still apply all that passively, so it's fine. But this loadout system allows you to customize your playstyle in such a way that it's tailored to a way that feels more intuitive to you, or in a way that you feel maybe more powerful, or it's more fun, right? So I'm just going to clear all this because I already have one that's set up for sniping and zoning. You can see it's saved right here. So once you go into game, you will choose from these 6 loadouts which loadout you want to use for that game, and you're locked into that loadout for good. You're locked into that loadout for good, the entire game, okay? That's important. You can't change halfway through when you realize, oh man, actually, you know, I want my mines to do more, you know, have more range. No, you're locked into it, which is good because then, you know, you've got 6 slots here that you can prepare beforehand, so you should be doing that prep before the game, right? But let's just take a look at some of the other cards, and that will really show you, I think, the possible depth, right? You don't have to go this deep into the system, but it can go very deep, and it can be very customized and tailored to the way you want to play, and that's what's so interesting about this. Check this out. Oppressor mines may target 1 additional enemy, and it's power 1. So I'm not going to spend coins on this just because I don't play this kind of style, but imagine if you wanted to play a kind of Kinessa that was just tossing out mines left and right and making it so difficult for enemies to approach, you know, choke points or even the capture point, because right now I only have 2. What if I could bring that up to 6? You know, or wait, this is target additional enemies. So right now I can only target 1 enemy. So I can target maybe a lot of enemies if it ranks up to 4, like maybe, you know, 3 or 4 additional enemies. That's crazy from 1 mine, but then it gets even crazier. What if I can carry up to 6 mines? Because this can go up to increase your maximum mine count by 5, I think, if you rank it up all the way, or excuse me, 4. Right? So you can carry 2 plus 4, 6 mines, and each one of them can be targeting a lot of people, right? If you choose to pump the points into your loadout. Of course, that means things like your sniper playstyle may be affected. It may not be as you know, powerful or smooth for you, but you're playing a different way. You're playing a different kind of Kinessa, and that's fun because the thing is, you don't actually have access to your opponent's loadout. You don't know what they're playing, but I think you can catch on if they're starting to play very differently from you, or you see them using their abilities in a different way. Then maybe you can start to figure out, wow, are they running a certain loadout that's very different from me? So far, I haven't seen any Kinessa be very creative or try and play this kind of style where they use a lot of mines. It's mostly been a lot of sniping, which I think is, you know, whatever. I find that fun, so that's why I'm not bothering to unlock more of these. Although I could, for example, after getting a kill, reload, you know, 8% faster. I personally love to buy, you know, this brings us to our the item shop in the game, the passive ability. Personally, I love to buy reload speed on Kinessa, but I could actually start channeling some of that in-game or in-match currency to something else if I'm already going to get, you know, on-kill reload. But, I mean, on-kill reload is not very dependable. It's not even on assist or kill. It's on kill. Right. So, that's that rounds up, you know, my showcase of paladins. I think it's a fantastic game.
Kinessa.
You know, things like the loadout really sell me on it, and I can see myself playing it a lot. And I'd love if you guys could play too. It's just really, really fun, and the champions are all
Sky.
really easy to pick up. I mean, I've only really played a lot of Kinessa and like one game of Terror, but the rest, like, I come out of the game and I go like, even if I didn't play against this guy, like, this guy, like, this lady, she keeps running at me, I just go like, I read through it and it's like, it makes sense. It's very, very easy to understand and pick up the champions, I think. So that is yet another selling point for Paladin. So guys, consider, because this is fun stuff, dude. Fun stuff. I think we'll have a lot of fun playing it together. So I leave that up for y'all to consider. Alright, that's it from me, guys. Peace and bye-bye.